Welcome back, F-holes. Today we're going to talk about prom because prom season and ball are almost upon us, and I can't wait to see how everybody's manicures are going to look. So stay tuned for a delightful rant on this week's Advice for F-holes.
Welcome to Advice for F-holes. I am so excited to talk to you about all things strings. We're going to talk to teachers, we're going to talk to performers, we're going to talk to learners of string instruments so that we can figure some of this shit out together. Because playing a string instrument is not always easy, and sometimes it's vaguely inappropriate. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a topic each week, we're going to pull it apart, and I'm going to say what I need to say, and then you're going to comment, and hopefully we'll figure some of this stuff out together. I'm your host, Tracy Emerson. I've been teaching strings for over 30 years. I started playing violin back in 3rd grade, and there are a lot of great things that I've learned over the years, a lot of great things I've shared over the years, and still so many things that I'm puzzled about. So I hope you'll join me on this adventure as we figure some of this out together.
All right, all you glams out there, look. I like having pretty manicured nails like anyone else. See? Ooh, they're delightful. They're very purpley. Love it. Okay, looks great. You don't need the long nails. Now, maybe it never occurred to you what the problem might be with long nails. So let's explain it. We're going to break it down for you, honey. Okay, so first of all, as you know, playing the violin requires the use of your left hand, and it requires the use of those fingertips, if you see what I mean. Oh, those nice curved fingers. They're lovely, right? Yeah. You know what's great about that? It gives you a chance to play accurately and play in tune. Those are really important things when it comes to playing violin. Let's talk about the bow for a moment, shall we? Again, if you take a look at what my thumb is doing right here, it's the fingertip of my thumb in there. Oh, and look at my pinky as well. Hey, look at that on its tiptoes. Okay, these three, whatever. So that makes a good 7 out of 10 fingers. That's really, really important for you to keep short, including the thumb over here, because when we shift, we don't want to scratch up that violin. We really don't. Okay, so why do you have to get the long nails? I'm going to show you completely how ridiculous that is in just a moment. So it's going to affect your hand shape. It's going to affect everything. Oh, wait till I show you. How do I know? Because I see this every day. So, in salute of proms everywhere, here's my favorite prom drink, the fruit punch. Of course, that's from a certain generation where we had prom in our gym, and there was a huge punch bowl. And so that was our delightful beverage of the evening. Ooh, somebody spiked this one. All right. So, those of you that are getting your nails done, for prom, for ball, for your birthday, for going on vacation, or just because you like having that girls' day out and spending money at the salon. Salons are big business right now. Excellent. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about the problems that come along with the glamour nails. But first, before I demonstrate the horrors, and I do mean horrors, that long nails provide us on string playing, I want to share a personal story. Back in 7th grade, little Tracy here decided that she was going to stop her very bad nail biting habit and just let my nails grow. It was so difficult to stop biting my nails, but I did. I was so excited. So I come back from probably winter break or something like that, and I'm at school and I'm playing and I'm not sounding good, but I don't know what's going on. And so, of course, my orchestra teacher comes up to me and says, "You need to cut your nails and I'll cut them for you if you don't have them done by tomorrow." Well, I was really confused and really furious. And on the inside, I'm like, he's not gonna touch my nails. What are you talking about, witch? So the fact that she carried nail trimmers around with her should have tipped me off. That's a very common thing for string players to do. FYI, if you've not seen it happen, it happens. So I went home and I was furious. But of course, I love playing violin, so I get my violin out to play, and I'm practicing, and just nothing's working right. And then I went, oh, hey, I can't push my fingers down in the right way with these fingernails in here. It's getting in my way. Oh, if my fingernails are too long, it's gonna interfere with my ability to play with proper finger position. And so, being a good little girl, I trimmed them all the way down so that I couldn't see them past my fingertip. There you go. I go back to school the next day and I show that I have done that, not because of her idle threats, but because I valued playing violin and I understood why that was a problem. So instead of threats, why don't we just start out with the why? Okay, threats can come later. Okay, so that's my poor little Tracy story in 7th grade when she stopped biting her nails for the first time in her life, only to get yelled at school. So this is how dedicated I am to you. I am going to don the beautiful dollar store press-on nails. Aren't these impressive? They're so pretty. And I'm going to show you what comes of trying to play with these ridiculously long, crazy nails on your violin. We're going to start with the left hand. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, I look like the Wicked Witch of the West. Alrighty, I'm going to grab that violin. I'm going to show you why this is a really, really bad idea. Okay, so I'm going to play a D major scale, everybody's favorite. Oh man, they're hitting each other. Okay. If you can see it from the other side, I'm going to do the D scale going back down. Oh, look at those flat fingers. Oh, and look how it's not very specific where it's holding that string down. Oops. Wow, that's fancy. Now, oh, I know. What if I try vibrato? That sounded great, didn't it? I love it. How about some shifting in third position? Oh, gosh. Wow. Wow, that sounds really special. Well then, if you'll notice, I was not really able to play very well in tune. Was I exaggerating? Not as much as you would think, people. That was rough. Trying to get those fingers in the right placement there, it's crazy. Next, did you hear how inaccurate my pitches were on a simple D scale? Oh, I wonder if we play fast. Look at my nails are getting stuck across there. It's kind of crazy. Wow, I can't even operate them nimbly as I normally would be able to with normal finger placement. Okay, ooh, but it's probably okay to have nails on my right hand, wouldn't you think? All right, so I'm gonna get some glam nails going on over here. Oh, it's so lovely. Oh, goody goody. You do know that you can get a beautiful, beautiful manicure without having to get the crazy length on the nails. By the way, I know how addicted you all are to your phones. Please be honest. And I don't know how you even operate your phone with these things. I mean, I would not be able to text very fast if I had those, so I don't know if it's worth it. Oh, a couple more nails, and we will have this locked and loaded. Ooh, this one's very pretty. I love that mint green color. Tell you, Dollar Tree, yeah, that's where you go for the press-on nails. All right, so if I try to play with my bow with long nails, I want you to see what that's going to look like. Okay, so we've already discovered that the left hand is okay. All right, so I have to wiggle it so that I can get my thumb inside there. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. And now this guy is gonna be on, okay? Okay, all right. Floppy ear, pointy ear. Here we go. All right, now. Look, I can bow. Let's see if spiccato is going to work. Well, that thumb control, this nail is kind of bumping into my fingers. So trying to get my fingers to do what they're supposed to be on the bow. I can do it if I work really hard. Now, here's another fun thing. Pizzicato with long nails. Let's go. All right. So that's a pretty sound. Oh gosh, I kind of got stuck with my thumb here, but oh boy. Yeah, it's not great. It's really not great. So my point is, in being terribly obnoxious with my ridiculously long nails, is that I think it's important to understand why it's such a bad idea. Do I think that long nails are pretty? Somewhat. I think the really long ones confuse me a little bit. But of course they're pretty. And of course we all want to look beautiful and glam, and we want to take good care of ourselves. And that's all well and good, but it's going to interfere with your playing. So think about it really, really hard. Do you have a concert coming up? Is your prom season right before April break? So you're going to have a week off anyway. You're going to enjoy those nails for a good week. Then they come off and you're back to playing at your peak. Think about some other places where you shouldn't have long nails. Okay, you shouldn't have long nails if you're playing volleyball. Okay, so why is it the coach can convince you to not have long nails, but I can't? It's kind of resenting that a little bit. Okay, so again, I showed you, oh God, please come off, please come off. So I showed you what the nails should look like if you're keeping them at a reasonable length. Okay, so again, I just probably destroyed my beautiful gel nail polish, but if you look, my first finger doesn't look ridiculously short. In fact, it could even be a little longer than that if I wanted it to be. Okay, and it's not going to interfere with my playing. So if you look at your hand from this side and you can see your nail past the end of your fingertip, then that's how you know it's going to get in your way. So do yourself a favor. Do your orchestra a favor. Do your teacher a favor. And keep those nails nice and short. If there's an event coming up and you're dying to have those long nails and get that manicure, think carefully. Maybe consult with your teacher and say, hey, I've got ball coming up. It's this date. I want to go long nails just for a brief amount of time. I don't want to spend a gazillion dollars on them just to take them right back off the next day. Most teachers are going to be reasonable with you because you don't just come in looking like this and being rigid about it and saying, no, this is how I wear my nails now forever and always. So think about it deeply. Think about how important that really is in the grand scheme of things and how important this baby is. Dedicated a lot of time and effort and beauty into this. So nails, fingernails, take them off like a prom dress. Thank you for listening to Advice for F-Holes. Please subscribe and share your comments below so we can have a great conversation.